So today is a 5-hour workout. It's 4 hours on the bike, directly into a 1-hour run on the treadmill. So a brick workout is when you stack two of the components of a triathlon back to back. And what we're trying to do here is simulate and replicate race day conditions. So coming off of a 112-mile bike ride come race day in an Ironman, directly into a 26.2-mile run, your legs are gonna be heavy, fatigued, kind of getting that leg turnover restarted as you begin the run. It feels very weird, very different, very uncomfortable. But if we can train that and have realistic expectations come race day, it just makes for a better race day experience and performance. And this is the first big brick workout of this prep. It's a 5-hour training day. It's a big training day. Okay, we're at 165 watts for 5 minutes. This is our first recovery set before we go into a few intervals, 4 intervals, specifically at 265, 4 10-minute intervals, 265 watts. That last 20 minutes, I was thinking about something that I want to share. You know, I go into these big workouts, I don't really have a mental agenda. I just let my mind explore, think, and just go places. You know, I'm listening to worship music. I spend some time praying. I spend some time just up in the clouds, dreaming, visualizing, thinking about my family, thinking about the business. And Pastor Lyle Phillips is coming in next week for a podcast. And one of the things he told me that has stuck with me since, he asked the question, when you're at a low point in life, when you're going through something hard, and it could be like a significant life event, or it could be a hard workout. The question you ask yourself, can you do your job? And when he told me that, it just like, it hit. Ask yourself, can you do your job? What is the job that you're being asked to do right now? You can apply it to your business, your work, your family, all these things. In those small moments, when you start to think, this is like getting a little hard. This is starting to force me to sacrifice other parts of my time or my life. Yeah, but what's your job? Can you do your job right now? things that I love about Ironman prep is just the ridiculous amount of time that you have to invest into the sport, into the prep. And it makes me question myself a lot in terms of like having really honest conversations. Nick, are you willing to do what it takes to train for this race? Are you willing to sit on a bike for 4 hours? Are you willing to train 20 plus hours a week? Are you willing to do what it takes? Truly. You end up asking yourself that question a lot during a prep, during a build, especially the deeper it goes and the closer you get to race day. But that's the beauty. I think we should all pursue something. We should all choose something that really makes us question, am I willing to do what is required? Am I willing to do whatever it takes? Am I willing to invest the time? Am I willing to sacrifice? Am I willing to say no to 1,000 other things so I can say yes just to a few? Mealtime, baby. All right, so you might be asking yourself or saying to yourself, Nick, when you're in an Ironman, you're not gonna be eating a meal on the bike. And you know what? You are correct. But here's my my philosophy here, my reasoning. I can easily fuel all of my energy needs with powders, gels, bars. But when it comes to Ironman race day, I'm not waking up the next morning and training. The next day, the day after that, the day after that, the day after that. This meal right here is much more than fueling today's workout. This is staying on top of nutrition and calories and fueling, not just to get through today's workout, but in preparation for tomorrow's workout, and the day after that, and the day after that. So I don't want to fall behind in calories. Today's Tuesday, that we're hitting this brick. Tomorrow being Wednesday, I have a run and a swim. Thursday is a big day. I have 1 mile repeats on the track. I have a big bike workout in the afternoon. And then Saturday, I have an 18-mile run. So this week is about 21 hours of training total. The work doesn't stop after today. Once I get off that treadmill and I'm done training for 5 hours, recovery starts. Refueling begins. So that tomorrow I can wake up and log 9 miles. That's the reason we're eating this meal on the trainer right now. Like I've said, spending this much time on the bike, you have a lot of time to think. Just thinking about something that happened this past weekend. You know, for the longest time, I've been one of those people, not proud of it, but I've always told Steph, you know, I can't wait till the kids are just a little bit older. And we can do more, we can travel and they can run around. And once Charlie's 5 and Nico's 3, or once they're in school, and looking forward to the future for what we could do then and not what we can do now. And I've always been that type of person. Like, I'm looking into the future, towards the next thing. For this past weekend, we were sitting in the pool, Charlie and I, and Steph was with Nico, and I was just watching Charlie. And it was the first time, and I've heard parents say it before, it was the first time I've experienced it, where I thought, I just want to freeze time right now. I don't want these kids to get any older. I want these moments forever. It's the first time I felt that. And it kind of scares you. Your kids get older. Eventually, they want to go hang out with their friends, and they're not begging for you to put them down at night. It made me realize how fast time goes and how many memories we're creating right now that we'll remember forever. It's so applicable to all aspects of life. Like this bike right now, it'd be so easy as soon as I got on it to be like, 5 more hours. In 5 hours at 2 p.m. I'm done with this workout. You just move on with the day. Rather than just soaking up the moments while my floor and towel soak up my sweat. It's so cliche until you experience it. And it's not cliche anymore, but it's real. It's so real. I'm watching my kids and watching my family grow so fast right in front of me. It's really easy to ignore those blessings and desire the future for what is to come and not necessarily what you have right now. That's why I love these long sessions. They force you to reflect. They force you to have these honest conversations with yourself and call you out on your BS. Like, I can't wait to get home tonight, this afternoon, and hang out with my kids. I can't wait. My wife. But right now, my job is right here, doing this. And when I get home, my job changes. My job is to be dad. My job is to be partner. My job is to be teammate. But right now, my job is right here. Me in the saddle, pushing watts. My legs, they're fatigued. Even mentally, I'm a little fatigued. I just started sipping on this last bottle, which has G1M Sport Plus in it, so those nootropics and that caffeine will bring me back to life a little bit. But this is how it's gonna feel come race day. You finish 112 miles on the bike, you transition to that run, your legs are not gonna be fresh. But what my legs are telling me right now is that I'm not fit enough yet. Still got about 12 weeks to build fitness. At this point in the ride, I want my legs to still feel really fresh. And we're not there yet. So over these next 3 months, just gotta keep hammering in volume, incorporating these big brick workouts. And the goal is that every time we do a big brick workout, it feels a little bit better, can hold power a little bit longer. The transition from the bike to the run, legs come back to life a little bit faster. We're not there yet. Yeah, baby. 4 hours, 80.9 miles. Let's save this one. Gosh, that'd be a shame if we didn't save this. All right, let's run, baby.
How do the legs feel?
A little wobbly. A little wobbly. Today, I didn't wake up and run in the morning because I knew I was gonna run as a part of this brick workout. And this morning, with that morning routine being thrown off, I was more fatigued and lethargic than if I would have ran 8, 9, 10 miles in the morning. You know, we become such creatures of habit. And what I found out myself is that morning run, that sets my day off so well. That is the foundation of a successful day, a successful morning. Physically, I feel better. Mentally, I feel stronger and more prepared. But as I was driving into the office today, just thinking, you know, why does my brain feel a little foggy and I don't feel as ready and prepared? Didn't have my morning run. That's such a big part of my day now that it's not even something that I really do. It's just, it's built in. It's assumed. It's needed. I love it. So in terms of kind of managing my calendar, my time and training, the way I look at my day is I have hours that are like no-go hours. That's based off family time. And I either have to get my training done before 7 a.m. at the latest. Usually I'm done by 6:30 a.m. and I'm done for the day by 4:30 p.m. I try to be home by 4:30. So I'm either training and done with some of my workouts before 7 a.m. and then between 9 a.m. and 4:30 p.m. that's the remainder of the time for me to do my workouts. That's because between 7 a.m. and 8:30 a.m., which is when I leave for work, I'm getting the kids up. That's when Steph works out. We're making breakfast. It's morning family time. And then after 4:30 p.m., it's all family time. Now that's a rule. There are exceptions to the rule occasionally. You know, there's some mornings where we're going and filming somewhere different, or a training session takes longer, but 95% of the time, I follow those rules. Those are rules that I created for myself when this prep started, and I'm committing to the whole way through. So sometimes that requires you to get creative, but also I was just talking to Landry, who's behind the camera here. As soon as I got to the office today, it was like no messing around. We had to get on the bike as fast as possible, transition as fast as possible to get all the other things I have to do done at the office here today before getting home. All of this stuff, it's challenging to maintain and schedule and coordinate. And we all have different lives. We all have different routines and schedules and responsibilities. I get that. But based off the way my life is set up right now, that's the way I've been approaching this prep. And so far it's been hard, but doable. We've been getting it done. So we have about 4 minutes left on the treadmill. It's almost 2 p.m. We squeezed a lot in today. We were efficient. Didn't waste any time. I couldn't tell you that prior to getting on this treadmill, I rode my bike for 4 hours. Don't feel it in my legs at all. So that's a good sign. I'm really happy with this workout right now. We're building some crazy fitness in this prep. Lots of ways to go. Always room for improvement. And like I've said, with 12 weeks, but where we're at right now, I'm really happy. That, my friends, that's the 5-hour brick. So the treadmill said in 1 hour, 7 miles, 7.46. My watch, 8.01. So, we held a solid pace considering 4-hour bike ride before. That was a great workout. I'm really happy with that one. 5-hour training day, 4-hour bike, 1-hour run, big brick, 12 weeks out, Ironman, Arizona, November 16th, Tempe. Going more. To be honest, 5 hours, went fast. All in a day.